Okay, today we're going to be doing a match preview for the return of Premier League action. It's going to be Southampton versus Brighton. Now, when I watched the Carabao Cup game against Lincoln, coming into the game, open-minded, thinking, you know what, they've had a break. Obviously, new manager, new management. I can't speak apparently. New management in charge. You got new coaches. You've got players come back from injury, players going to World Cup, players come back from World Cup. Different fitness issues. I wasn't expecting much, right? We played a pretty strong team, like I said in the preview to the game. I do think that was going to happen, and it did. It wasn't obviously a 100% starting 11 strongest team we could have put out, but it was very strong, right? And, well, disappointing is the only thing to really say. At the end of the day, a win is a win. You got to take the W. I've just watched the draw about an hour ago against City. So, cup run was great. I loved it. Anyway, we played okay. Again, we got a bit lucky. Chadens was offside. Lincoln should have had a penalty. And another day with VAR, we might have been out. Obviously, those two late chances, Dozie missing a tap-in, Adams fucking around in the box, would have put a nice spin on it. Yeah, 4-1, 3-1. Oh, that's much more comfortable. But at the end of the day, we scraped through, right? You can say we were the better team on the night. We created more chances, blah, blah, blah. But overall, especially the first 30 minutes was shocking. Maitland-Niles was shocking. Defensively, we were all over the place. The goal we conceded is a classic Southampton goal. AZ Maitland-Niles, with an easy clearance, scuffs it, starts getting straight into goal. I thought the Lincoln player actually tapped it in, but it ended up being a Bazunu on goal. But yeah, that was shit. So, coming to this Brighton game now, obviously Brighton now have lost to Charlton in the penalty shootout. So it's sort of like, okay, maybe it is sort of more of a people coming back, teams aren't 100% sharp, bit loose with the passing, bit loose with the positioning, and the match sharpness isn't there. I could see that now, but at the end of the day, Brighton aren't going to play like that against us on the weekend. Oh, it's not the weekend, is it? It's on Monday or fucking whatever. It's on Boxing Day. No, the day after Boxing Day. Fucking Christ. No, it is Boxing Day. I don't fucking know anymore. I live in New Zealand. Fuck time zones. But at the end of the day, I don't think Brighton are going to struggle against us. I think we're going to struggle against Brighton. Brighton, 7th place. They're playing good stuff. I mean, Graham Potter left. They got a new guy in. He's keeping it going. They haven't really stopped the train. Obviously, that loss to Charlton, it's a cup game. It is what it is. You got to look at Prem form, and Prem form, they've been brilliant. Right, 7th place, no easy feat. And they're playing good stuff, especially with a managerial change, and they're still sort of keeping up. Obviously, probably not playing as good as they were under Potter, because they're still a little bit transitioning. You can't just jump into a team and play just as good as the manager before, especially when he was a manager like Graham Potter. You've got to take a bit of time to get the players going, learn your players, learn the best positions, blah, blah, blah. And that's the same for Nathan Jones. He's taken over a shit team with some shit players. Che Adams can't score, but that's golden, that's understandable, that's known. It's not a mystery why, he's just not a good finisher. But what he is good at is chance creation, hold up play, running in behind, he's brilliant at that. That's the problem. He is when we play two up front, he's a brilliant support striker, not a main striker, and that is the issue. When we had Danny Ings, Adams was the support striker, Ings was the goal scorer, and it worked. But now we're relying on Adams to take his chances, which he's never been good at. If those chances fall to someone else who is better, right, who's just straight up better at finishing, points are on the board. And that's what we need in January. A striker. Please, for the love of fucking everything in life and God and Christ, get a striker. Please. And don't get a fucking championship striker. I'm sick of signing Adam Armstrong, Che Adams. I'm sick of that. I want a striker who has potential to go big and genuinely fork out a fucking fortune for him. Because holy shit, it is the one position that is absolutely crucial for us staying in the league, and that is the striker. We need it desperately. Absolutely desperately do we need it. Holy shit, if we had Gakpo up front or Ramos up front, we'd probably be mid-table. Ralph would be like, oh, my God, I'm a fucking wizard. That's the problem. We don't have the fucking striker. But predictions-wise for Brighton game, I'm not confident, I don't think any Southampton fan's confident going to Brighton. We're shit, they're decent. Probably better than decent, actually. I would say probably 2-0 Brighton. I don't even see us scoring. I think, we'll have the classic Southampton way. Slow start, concede a shit goal. Get to halftime 1-0, concede early in the second half. and then Adams will miss about 3 chances, or Adam Armstrong will miss 3 chances, or whoever the fuck it is will miss chances. And at the end of the day, we're thinking it was 2-0, but we should have scored 4. Every fucking game that is that. Probably a defensive mistake sprinkled in there, Gotta love a defensive mistake. But yeah, I'm going for probably a 2-0. Obviously, there's not much to talk about because we haven't seen enough of, obviously, Nathan Jones. The Prem's been gone for so long. You haven't seen much of Brighton or other teams. You can't really base it off form previous to World Cup because it's going to be different now. But I do think at the end of the day, Brighton are a much superior side, play better football, have better management. But obviously, we'll see how Nathan Jones goes. Hopefully he's backed in the window. Hopefully we get some players in because we desperately need it. And hopefully, likes of Tino gets fit. I know Walker Peters played a little bit, but obviously he's still coming back from injury as well. Lavia had a little knock. Hopefully he's fit for the game because he's crucial, because Maitland-Niles was shocking. Diallo, you can't trust him. Ward-Prowse needs a good partner in midfield, and that guy is Lavia. So let's pray and hope that we can sign someone. Let's pray and fucking hope. And I've got to get back into the swing of doing this because honestly, I'm spouting nonsense. I'll be honest. I'm so lost on what I haven't done previews for so long. The Lincoln one was short and shit. This one's pretty short and shit as well. I need to get back into the swing of things. I think once I start watching the Premier again, once I start watching Southampton suck, maybe they score a goal or two. That'll be great. Chatham's actually clinical for once. Maybe get a few wins, then I'll maybe be able to get to start getting back into it, because it is a little bit hard to sort of go out of something for so long that requires a lot of talking, a lot of explaining, and then coming back into it when you haven't actually seen the developments over the month. Like the Lincoln game is a Lincoln game. It's a fucking cup game against a weaker side, fine. Right? Didn't play the best, that's fine. But when it's a Prem game against a Prem opposition, this is where you really, truly see the true side of the team and the true side of the opposition. So we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, that's still another 4 or 5 days away. I will be live for it. It's at a shit time for me, but that's okay because it's Southampton, so I have to get up and watch it. Fuck me, basically. Not literally, of course. So I hope to see you there. We recently hit 300 subscribers. I appreciate all you boys. Channel's growing nicely. I like it. I'm liking the streams. People coming in, new people, having good chats with everyone, talking football, talking questionable shit, the usual, man, the usual. So if you're down for hanging out, we do FIFA and whatnot. If you can join the streams. The upload schedule should be in the description. I will be updating it soon based on what happens after Christmas. What my plans are after Christmas for streaming and uploading stuff. So yeah, enough of me chatting. You're probably fucking sick of my voice already, which is fair enough. I'm sick of it too. I've been talking all fucking day. I've done like a 4.5 hour stream. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. But it's 1 in the afternoon, so I can't. But anyway, like, subscribe if you enjoyed. Let's hope and pray that we can put in a good performance against Brighton and maybe get a point, maybe get 3. That'd be a fucking brilliant start back up to the cycle of the Premier League. And I hope you guys have a great Christmas, have a great New Year's, and I appreciate all the support recently and across the last few months. It's been really awesome. Heaps of new people chatting, love it. New people and the OGs still hanging around having a good time. So I appreciate all you boys, and I hope you have a good holiday. And I'll see you for the Brighton game, and let's fucking win, please. I'm begging. I hope to see you there. But like, subscribe if you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.